and playing Virtue of Persistence. Oh, and I draw 2 cards! Cause why not, right? It makes perfect sense. And now... Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today I have to say, I'm really tired because I just came back from my actual job and man, I'm exhausted. However, I'm also super excited for this deck because man, this is a full-blown control with no creatures, no nothing. It's just removal, life gain, and more sweepers. Exactly what I like. There's also card though. So I mean all the pieces are here because that's our new card for the day. You can read it in the meantime. But how the deck wins? It wins by having a lot of Manlands, Restless Cottages, Mirexes, and the Restless Fortress. This is how you win games. So basically, Up the Beanstalk draws you a card when you play something that is 5 mana or greater. And that's insane because you have a lot of X cards or cards that can be cast for more mana and this kind of stuff. So it means that a lot of cards draw you more cards and you'd never whiff. And that's absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's kind of the appeal of the deck. That's why I'm so excited for it. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe because you can be the 10,000th subscriber because we are breaking it very quickly. Maybe in a few days. So it might be you. And I mean, that's the deck. Let's see this monster in action against some aggro deck, shall we? And have fun, guys. Alright, our opponent goes first. And let's see how it goes. Definitely turn 1 play. Absolutely love this draw. Because on the next turn we can have the Abzan mana, but we probably will go for Up the Beanstalk. Yeah, I think that's still a little bit better. We have green, so we can play like this. I want to draw a new card and set up it for, you know, later parts of the game. Because I don't know when I will be able to really... Like, the game can... Yeah, read it. Read it because you will remember it. Alright, that's... Is that enchantments just with very weird version? It seems like it, right? But we can remove this very easily. And he stepped out, so all the counters went to Visitor, and that's really good for us. That is really good for us. What more? We have Abzan mana already. We can remove this, so that's a lot of pressure out of the game. And now we can play the Fortress. I mean, we are doing it. Slowly but sure. We need to remember that we have a Ganja. And we probably will want to play the Union, so we can survive until we start drawing cards. And we play until the Sunfall. The counter? Let's see. The fact that nothing is enchanted is absolutely huge. That's... Alright, that's our wincon. I think it's just Mirex, right? No, alright, so I could exile a white card. You know what? I really like this idea. I don't know if that's good, but I will still do it. Because it's epic, and we like epic. Give me my card. Oh, I love this card. It's absolutely amazing. Man, 2 mana. First time when I read the card, it was like, yeah, it's you draw a card when you play something with 5 or greater. And then I realized that when it enters the battlefield, you already draw a card, and then it's like, oh man, that's insane. Absolutely insane. That's the difference between this card being okay in some decks and just being really good and cool. See, I did it. I wanted to say cool and good, and it went ghoul. That's so bad. I Sunfall you, because that's what control mages do, but I'm not used to drawing a card after playing Sunfall, and you know what? It's epic. It feels like pure joy. It feels like having Goose as a pet. Just perfection. Oh, like he's still trying, that's really cute. The point is that normally you have those cards, for example here, you have 4 lands and 1 removal. It's okay. But when you can just draw a card on top of it, that's... Man, that's insane. Alright, so... Okay, let's go for his turn, right? Because he might do something absolutely dirty. I don't think I need the stop, but I will still do it. What's the target? Audacity? Oh yes, all according to my evil plan. That's exactly what I hoped he will do. And with this, he probably lost the game. And I have more Beanstalk, so now I will start having card advantage by playing my cards and going 1 for 1. Man, this deck is absolutely broken. Right, maybe it's not broken, but it's still kinda broken. So, We go like this. We kill you. Perfect. I draw a card. See what I get. That's a card. And I play stuff. Do I want to attack you? I probably should, right? Let's be a responsible person and just smork our opponent into the face. Because, man, this game feels dirty. Like, absolutely dirty. Oh man, I love this card. I need to make more decks with it. It's, you know, the difference between playing Sunfall and just seeing everything explode or exile is, and just drawing 2 cards on top of it. That's insane. Let's go for Cliff for, you know, just some experiment stuff. Alright, so with Cliff you aren't getting it. Oh, that's so brutal. I don't want to exile enchantments, however weird it sounds against enchantment deck. And here's Calix that won't like what's... And I just don't even care what he's doing. I'm just having a great time here, playing my random cards. And playing Virtue of Persistence. Oh, and I draw 2 cards! Cause why not, right? It makes perfect sense. And now I will start to draw 3 cards after every card I play. Man, if someone cannot remove this, it's absolutely broken. Like, they cannot beat you. I love it. At least on this side of the match. I can play Farewell and draw 2 cards, man. How insane this is. Alright. I don't want to exile my Beanstalks, man. Like, they're super cool. Oh, he's going for Virtue. He doesn't realize where the real power is. And the real power is here, my friend, because I'm drawing 2 cards on top of playing Farewell, and I mean, I drew another Sunfall and Union. Man, I'm just starting, please stay. I'm just having a good time. Alright, our opponent didn't enjoy game as much as we did. I'm super excited. It seems that we might be able to play lands this game, and that's absolutely amazing. That's more than I expect already. Alright, so I think we won, right? I honestly think we already won. Let's go for Virtue. So I will pay myself, but I'm getting it back. And I guess we just keep playing clans. Oh, that's a good one for our opponent, of course. So far he's having the perfect taxing curve with Talia, Initiate, and the Peacekeeper and 3 lands. So honestly, if you want to tax your opponent, this is the gut draw that you could have, sometimes. Man, it really feels like the Shuffler is really just making sure that... But it won't be easy. I still think we might win this, to be honest. And he's going for Union. That's such a weird decision. That is a weird decision. And maybe he has another Peacekeeper for Sunfall, I think, or Talia. And I think I will give him the training. I know it's normally a mistake, but I think we can afford it with so much value. Because he might want to play Talia or Peacekeeper. Ah, you thought that I will remove it, don't you? Here's Skrelv. Skrelv is fine. It has Summoning Sickness, so it doesn't matter. Alright, this is the big decision. If we don't draw land, I mean, we waste the whole turn, so I don't think I can afford this risk. I think what we have to do is just go for the Peacekeeper while we can. And it also gives us more time, right? Alright, this is a land, I guess. So let's lose some life to gain some life. Alright, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a bit butchered draw, especially with all the taxing, but it's acceptable one. And he can still tax something. He doesn't know about the Virtue of Persistence. And yeah, and the Union. He knows about Double Sweeper, so the point is that if he has a Peacekeeper, he knows he cannot prevent the sweep if we draw a land from the top. So that's why he might be so hesitant. He's investing into the board, that's very interesting. So he really wants to force the sweeper, but I don't know if he can win after it. I honestly think he can't. So let's see. Man, the Painland is definitely doing some work on our lives total, but I'm still excited. I think we should be winning this one. Very smart play by our opponent. He left the 1-drop that is, you know, kinda 1-droppy. I want to draw more cards. I know, shocking, because I want to keep playing some stuff. Do I need different mana, or just the amount? I think we'll go with Virtue. And of course he will draw a card, and that's fine. And we have to kill it because it gives too much value. Like, it's just a regular 1-drop aggro card that gives you, you know, the owner value every turn, forever, infinitely. Pretty good 1-drop. So taxing doesn't hit so much as usually anymore. And we are close to Virtue of Persistence. Alright, he's playing it very, very smart. However, I think we can go like this, right? So he needs to tap. And now we can just go with the token and start, you know, smirking his face a little bit. I mean, that's a good 1-drop. 1-drop that is also a 5-drop. And here is Adeline. He knows about the Farewell, he doesn't know about Path of Peril, so I think we need some instant pressure. I think it can motivate our opponent to play a bit more aggressively. And on the next turn we can go for Virtue. That means we can just play Virtue, leave this as a blocker, he attacks, doesn't kill us, and we start getting free value. Sure. What can you do against Almighty Talia? Veteran, not something we care about, and Adeline. He's really playing into those sweepers. I think the last card might be Recruiter. He seems to know what he's doing, and that seems to be like the only available real choice. Oh, Talia. Right. So we could go for Farewell, and then his 1 card. I think that should be enough to win the game. I mean, what did you expect, my friend? What did you expect? So he has 2 cards. Let's see if that is Recruiter. Vanguard is not what he wants. Brutal Cutter, alright. That's like the 3rd wave. And I mean, our deck is really good at doing stuff here. Enjoy, my friend. Have fun getting swept 3 turns in a row. Because that's how you win Standard, right? You just keep sweeping until they have this one single card that is a land. And that's where they explode. He's still playing, man. He seems to be a pretty knowledgeable player, but when he sees this, he probably won't like it. Because that means every turn, he will die more and more to his own creatures. He probably wants Brutal Qatar or Recruiter, and he gets one immediately. Alright, 1-drop. That is the juggernaut of value. Makes perfect sense. Makes absolute sense. So let's go for the Beanstalk, but we need, with this deck you really need to be careful about the mana, because the tapper hates you. Absolutely hates you. And we go for 4, because I don't care and I want to draw my sweet card. And here's my card. And as you can see, even if he keeps drawing this kind of stuff every single turn, like we just have removal that has remove a creature, draw a card. I mean, that's a really insane card. Man, Up the Beanstalk, I've heard that it's kind of breaking older formats, right? Because you have things like Force of Will and you can draw a card by not, you know, without paying even mana for a card. So that's pretty insane. Alright, 5th sweeper, will that be enough? I mean, I'm getting those recruiters, bro. So how do we want to... I mean, I really like having free creatures. What can I say? Especially when I draw cards on top of this. And I think we can have some fun with the deck, because this is the cool part about playing control decks. Your opponent can stay in the game, but you are the only player enjoying the game at this stage. Officer, Talia, I don't mind getting taxed. I don't mind getting taxed. And I mean, let's kill Talia maybe. Let's just go for this. I'm not really counting the mana very much, because I don't need to. I will just keep drawing it, killing my opponent's stuff and stealing his stuff on the next turn. I mean, we can just kill everything, right? Oh, we can go for 5, that would be, or 4. This will be more epic. I will pay the... Man, I'm at 25 somehow? Alright, I'll just draw the card. We take action, we get stuff back. And would you guess that we are the creatureless control deck right now? Alright, shh. It's fine, I'm giving him the chance, alright? Remember, every creature that dies will be ours on the next turn, including Brutal Catars. Should I maybe not give him the creature? Maybe, but we will show you that whatever he has, it's not enough to overpower us. Of course he gets those cards back, right? Because he's the owner. So even though we controlled it, he is the owner and it comes back to owner. So we are getting our Adeline back. And rightfully so, because we really like the card. I mean, he has no way of beating this card, man. And that's pretty hilarious. I mean, that's pretty cool. We could just attack him, and I think that's the play. Now we will be the aggro deck, and he will be crumbling under our pressure. Great to have double Mirex always, and let's attack. We will also get the Adeline token. Would you ever think that I'm not the mono white player? And that's a lot of damage. He could double block, but then he dies, right? Man, it is the enjoyable part of playing the game. And he will be at 1 with those blocks. And I think that's the only one that is allowed. So, best part is that we get the officer and we get the Brutal Catar on the next turn. So whatever he plays, one Brutal Catar will remove it. So yeah, that was a pretty cool game. Alright, we are going first. And man, you know this feeling where some card is good and you suddenly start liking to see it in your hand. Where like you see the card and it's like, oh yeah, nice, good. I have this feeling Up the Beanstalk. This is exactly the feeling. It's just, oh yeah, nice, very good to have it. Let's go like this. And do you remember Invoke Despair? They already are out. They know the card, they know what happens, and to be fair, I don't think they have any chance of winning the long game. Right, let's see what we get. We definitely have some nice sweeper. Are you a control? What are you doing here? On the ladder in standard. What happened? Did you took the wrong mode or something? Alright, so this is the mirror control or maybe... Huh, that's weird. That's a bit weird. Do I want to mark this at the cost of Union? Probably not. I think we'll have a moment to hit it like sneakily somehow. And maybe we'll wait until he... Okay, I think I know. No, not yet. I could kill it with Path of Peril, but that's not good. I can just take the damage, go for the Union and play like this. Well, that's rough. And if he went to combat phase or something, but I can deal 3 damage and he's already at 4 because you instantly get the loyalty. That's rough, man. And on the next turn we won't be able to kill it anymore. I mean, the card will happen. I have only 1 black card, so I cannot exile more. Yeah, 3 is the maximum I can do. Alright, it is what it is. Not crazy happy about it, but I will take it. At least this way we get rid of Tenacious Underdogs without the fear of counter spells. And if he goes to -2, we just go March on Kaita and then Path of Peril when he stacks the board a little bit. Oh, that's perfect. The point is that he might have a Make Disappear. He really plays like he has one. So I think this is the play. If he wants to counter, he needs to invest his whole turn, hopefully. Oh, never mind. If you tap, my friend, you get punished. If that's a Spell Pierce, I will cry and probably shame scoop the game, alright? But it shouldn't be. Only I play Spell Pierce. Alright, good. So if they invest more mana here, we can still Path of Peril or just March. It's very cheap to exile with March. I have to say, I kinda miss March. It's such a great card, man. This is a good counter spell target, but let's try. Let's try. We still have 2, so maybe we can make it work. Of course, when he kills this or counters it, like we don't get the, the enchantment part. But I think it's okay, so let's make Disappear on this one. Sure. So I think we just get rid of Sleeper, right? It's a strong card. This way we clear the board. He has nothing, only 3 runs, and hopefully we can start from there. Alright, good play by him. Worthy attempt of countering, and I mean he got the, you know, the 7 drop. I don't think it will be super needed. Probably will use Twilights faster. And I might cast it main phase just to hit land and not flip to night time. Yep. I don't have green mana, but I think I should be fine with it. And if he plays more into this board, I hope for sure that, man, that would be absolutely perfect. I can then Sunfall and be happy about it. Right now it's a bit weird. He probably plays Masterminds, I would guess, right? This feels like a Mastermind deck. And here we are. I know I don't get the Sweeper, but I get the life gain, and I get something that I can raise him with. So this is something he should counter, I think. Or he's just going for full removal. But he needs a lot of cutdowns because Go for the Throw doesn't hit this. Maybe he has a lot of cutdowns. Alright, at least we know the cards, I guess. Oh my god, he actually has triple cutdown. No way. Alright. That's something that can happen. So I'm waiting until he plays more in the board, taps out. I really want Sheoldred basically. Or like Mastermind, I don't know. They will be hard to catch because of the flash, right? So we can Sunfall, or we can march on Path of Peril, which is okay. So if he plays Shaw, we go for March. I think there might be still a counter spell involved, so I need to pressure every turn until I get all of them. It feels like he wanted us to resolve the spell so we can use the cutdowns that are normally kinda dead card. Oh man, yeah, that's my reaction. If you have nothing, man, the game is over. Oh, I expected way more pressure from him. Alright, we are going first, we are on the play, we go for the Fortress, we go for Boseiju, into Irencrag, into Union, into something. Alright, sure. Let's run. Man, this card is sweet. This card is sweet. 2 mana Rock in standard is really nice. Alright, so not sure what we are doing yet. I will go for the Union. 1 life can make a difference. I don't think bluffing makes a huge difference here, because we can basically answer everything, so no. It's not like there's a difference. Glissa? Lord Skeeter! You absolute monster. You absolute monster. Stop exiling my stuff, you ratsa. Alright, I need the Beanstalk, man. That's card I need right now. Let's go for Edict. See? I'm learning. I'm reading the comments. And let's at least get rid of the king, and yeah, we say go. So basically our gameplay is trying to wait until we have the Beanstalk, and then we go crazy with this stuff, especially with marches. Of course, Path of Peril won't draw card, and Cut Down won't draw card, so it's just those, like, we want to value those quite a lot. Damage acquired, 25. Here comes the big thing. I see. Do I want to get rid of it or just take 2 damage and see the card? I think seeing the card is fine. Don't forget I can just go Path of Peril on the next turn, which probably is the way to play this. I can always use White March if I really care. His life doesn't matter at all. My life is okay, so on 23 you know, it's more than normally, so you have just more time than if you started the game just this moment. Honk honk. You draw a card. Smart. He's going for the long game. But he probably will still play it, right? And then we Path of Peril it, he casts it. So yeah, I would probably just march it, honestly. not the biggest fan of this play, but I don't want to have so much pressure. He will play this, and I need to tank this for a few turns, so it means I need to be on high life total, because he will probably play it now, right? And I still have Sunfalls in the deck. Oh, interesting. Absolutely interesting. I cannot play this? Alright, it's combat phase. I thought it was the main phase, and I was like, what? It should be highlighted, man. So, of course, we need to kill Glissa, but we can answer every creature he will play with the Edict. So it's fine. It's kinda fine. We need the Beanstalk really badly. You can attack. Show me what you got. Glissa is out. I could also go for the Rat, but that means I cannot answer Glissa, and honestly, Rat does not matter. It's not even worth the cut down, Might will be. It's basically 1 mana to answer his 4 mana, so you can get very nice tempo with this kind of stuff. Another one? Stop drawing, bro! Oh man, stop drawing those cards, please! But to be honest, I would love this kind of deck to just stay meta, because look how many decisions, look how much gameplay you have. You will play your whole deck, and this guy will also play his whole deck. How is it comparable to just playing 3 creatures and seeing who got the better opening hand? I mean, yeah, nobody understands it. Nobody. And if they say they do, they lie. Alright, so he assumed that I don't have a Sunfall. And I have to say, he's not wrong. He is not wrong. I could play Path of Peril, but then what? Then it's kinda bad, right? Oh boy, I could cut down. Like, I need to throw him. I need the Beanstalk, man. I really need the Beanstalk. I think we have to slow the game as much as we can. And that's a good way to do it. So he will still play the thing, and we won't like it, but what can you do, man? It slows him down a little bit. So we need Beanstalk, probably into Beanstalk, and then some, 5 drops to start drawing cards, and this is how we recover. Because we are getting, not doing really anything since 2 or 3 turns, we are just sweeping his cards that love to die. And the Dread Knights are really doing work here. If we had Sunfall, the game would be very, very different, because he actually took a huge risk that could be game losing, but we couldn't punish it because we didn't have the right cards. Now, playing 4 Sunfalls and 1 Farewell probably is not enough to hit them. Dread Knight. Trespasser. He's going hard, man. He is going hard. And we are not liking it very much. So we probably go for a huge march on the Trespasser and just try to, just survive as long as possible. It's not looking super out, man. We are back to 20, which is very low. And here we are with more lands. Man, the draws are absolutely garbage. Oh no. Let's go for 3-6. And we exile nothing, we kill this. We autoplay, we go for cut down. And we are in pure top deck mode, so we need to start getting those good draws, because we need to outvalue this guy super hard. And yeah, we're not getting cards we need. Especially Sheoldred, Glissa, Dread Knight, all needed real answers instantly. So we traded 1 for 1, and he has more than 1 for 1. So I mean, it's just a waiting game for Beanstalk. When we hit it, we can go absolutely crazy slowly but surely. Don't forget you can draw the card on the same turn, and we have exactly 7 mana, so we can play it and play something for 5, like a Sunfall, and start drawing cards and outvalue him super hard, but we need to hit this card. If we want, we will lose. So it's just a pure, mythic gameplay of can I hit the right card for the matchup? And even Goose isn't sure if we can hit it. Is that the first card or the 15th card? Nobody knows. Alright, I have a bad feeling about this, guys. I have a really bad feeling about this one.
Happy to help.
Oh, he's dropping his cards, I guess, so there's something. I mean, that's a start. It's just a 2-2 though. But we can attack Liliana. The fortress is not absolutely amazing at killing planeswalkers unless they are low on loyalty. But we can hopefully make it work. And with Sunfall, some problems went away, but we needed Beanstalk, so like it's not enough to win the game on its own. You need some card advantage. Like imagine if we had 5 cards right now, all of them relevant, like we could do so much stuff. However, we cannot right now. Yep. It's your creature. That's your creature. He should go for the underdog, I think. Like we have no cards, he's guaranteed to draw a card. Do we activate? I mean, why not? If he has something, so be it. Alright. That's the first part of actual comeback. And I'm not sure if we can do it, but that's how we start. This is exactly how we start. You know, a Ganjo... Ganjo doesn't seem super hot. Are you hot? 3. Like I can just kill it, but there's not much difference. I think we just go like this, man. And then we play the Ganjo. Like we got the Beanstalk, that's the first part. If we hit something that can start doing us cards, over a few turns we can outvalue him. Please stop. No. No. Alright, that went well. I'm not taking the mana because we won't use it. So, do I want to kill it? Not really, honestly. I probably prefer this to just not die. Can he target himself? Yep. So, he can target himself to draw a card, basically. With this, I don't think we can win. I will check one more card because it can be another Beanstalk. We only drew one, and we are already like 1/3 of the deck deep. So there is a chance we draw another, but yeah. Alright, we killed Go for the Throat with a Ganjo. It's not the worst. But it gets worse. I mean, we can hit Farewell, I guess. He played very well. He played very well, but man, those draws were not in our favor. Alright guys, and now we are after the games, and what about the deck? How it went? Do I like it? I have to say that you have so much removal in this deck, and it's so fun against aggro decks that you can just answer everything. My reaction after the Beanstalk, Up the Beanstalk, this card is absolutely insane. When you have this in the board, the deck feels legit like cheating. Like you are hitting the stuff you were always using, but this time you draw cards on top of the whole effect, and that feels absolutely broken. However, I have noticed that whenever you don't have this card, the deck becomes very different. So this is a crucial card that you kinda have to hit. Against some decks you can win without it, but if you are really struggling for the value game, you probably need at least one of them. And the deck starts really rolling when you have 2 of them in the board and they are not answered. So very situational in this case. Unfortunately, in the end results we went 4 and 6. However, before you run, because first, the deck is absolutely extremely interesting and I really enjoyed playing it. However, most of my losses were getting mana screwed on 27 freaking lands. I couldn't hit my land 3 and land 4 for multiple turns, like few games in a row. So if you cut the mana screw losses, we should be actually heavy in the win rate. So I don't know what to tell you guys, like I'm having 27 lands and I'm getting screwed like in 2 games in a row, like on 3 lands, and there's Mono Red just carving out with 4 or 5 lands, man. Like, What the hell? What the hell, Shuffler? So, before you cross this deck, I think if you get mana right, this is extremely powerful, especially that everyone keeps playing aggro, unfortunately. So, this deck is basically full anti-aggro, and you have so much value that you are fine. And with 4 Mirrex, you can still threaten all the control decks, and you are also a control deck just without a counter spell. So, I honestly like the deck. I think it's cool. I think it's worth playing because it's very different type of control, and Up the Beanstalk seems like insane card. It's also uncommon, so no harm in crafting it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It was a wild day for me, so don't forget to subscribe if you appreciate it, if you want to support the channel and just say thank you. Tell me what you think about the apps, and oh, alright, and I forgot to mention, this is actually one of the decks from MTGO League, from the database error person, and yeah, I really liked it. I think it's super cool deck, and if you want to check out like different type of control that is also enjoyable, try this one. You will probably like it as long as you draw any of your 27 lands. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you tomorrow.